we will know we are doing the right thing.
All right, Kevin, do you think that NASA possibly missed the bus and are at the train station waiting for a train that already left?
Michael, Canaan is real. And Canaan is real to the extent that His Excellency the President will be willing to exercise his presidency. Because the moment President Uhuru Kenyatta fails to understand that this country is bigger than two individuals and that he is now president and that he needs to be able to provide a platform where every Kenyan will be able to feel accepted into this country, then if those things do not happen, people will go to Canaan. And I believe that NASA was very categorical, and they have always been, because NASA is talking for so many people. For so many people, some who will celebrate Christmas, some who will say, if Raila doesn't celebrate, we will not celebrate. If he does celebrate, we shall celebrate. And these are also Kenyans. So Canaan is real to the extent that, as they said yesterday, that we will move on either with secession and or our swearing in. But again, let's look at it this way. Why was Kilifi chosen? A few days ago, we heard that thousands, hundreds of thousands of title deeds that were issued just before the elections were fake title deeds. Now, this is a narrative that His Excellency the President must be ready to deal with. Because otherwise, the people from the coastal region will say, oh yeah, initially we spoke about Mombasa Republican Council, Pwani sio Kenya, and this is a narrative that Michael will continue to ensure that Canaan is real. So whether we like it or not, His Excellency the President must be willing, and this is a must probably in capital letters and underlined in red, be willing to make every Kenyan feel part and parcel of this country. Because if he does not, I don't think President Uhuru Kenyatta wants to go down as a president whose legacy is tainted, as a president during whose term we had 2 elections, as a president during whose election the first in Africa's election was considered irrelevant, I mean nullified, null and void. I don't think he wants to carry this baggage, quote unquote. And that is why wherever he is seated, probably watching, or his handlers listening to all of us, must be willing to swallow that political pride and ensure that he releases that carrot that will be able to bait or entice NASA towards a platform or a degree that they will be willing to speak about. Because NASA, and right from the former Prime Minister's tongue, he said, we want to talk about a national dialogue that is constructive, that is progressive, and one that will ensure that whatever has been lost is recovered. And a lot has been lost, Michael. During this time, we've had people, families lose their loved ones. I don't think those are people who want to discuss how they are going to celebrate this Christmas. We have had young little pendos, you know, just killed like that. I don't think those are pains that you want to talk about with regards to comparing politics and Christmas. This is about Kenya. And this discussion has to move on to the level where these 2 major political players will consider this country much more bigger, greater, and probably even better than the 2 of them. And that is a discussion that His Excellency the President, because he is now the President. Yes, NASA has said we don't recognize you, but why don't you recognize him when you already have parliamentary committees seated in Parliament? You already submitted names to EALA. They are going to be sworn in today. So what is the issue? Why can't we talk about the same way we talk about these parliamentarians in the committees and all these other issues? Why can't we also swallow our pride to be able to move on to the discussion table?